Hey, sixth graders, Mr. Brennan here, and today we are doing Chapter 6 review. But before we take a look at that, there's something I want to show you from yesterday. Let's take a look at the data. So once again, thank you to the Mighty 32 who responded, but let's take a look down here. You've got these guys here who I'm just thinking guessed without maybe even looking at the problems. If not, please, 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 I'm begging you. I'd get down on my knee, but I got a broken leg. Please come to the meeting today and hang out and do your homework with me because you don't get it. And tomorrow's the test. So looking over here at these guys, way to go, way to go. Yeah, that's good. You please hang out in the meeting too so you can help me with these guys. And so we can get this. I think this is the easiest unit, but then I got to show you this. Here's the most often missed questions. And there's a theme here. Come on over here with me. Look at all these reflections. It's one of those things. I think I'm not a perfect teacher for this because I get it. It's a little bit like teaching somebody how to ride a bike. The best teachers for this, like I was trying to get up here, these guys, the best teachers are the people who just figured this out. Because for me, this is easy. And yeah, people said they needed a lot of practice, but only about half of us are getting it. So let's take a look at the review. This comes at a perfect time because I think the mistakes that people were making with the reflections are going to come up here. But if you come to the meeting today, we're going to talk about positive and negative numbers, which I think most people just went, and got right away. And the opposites, we know positive and negative numbers are opposite. Like the opposite of 7 is -7. The opposite of -34 is +34. So most people found this part pretty simple. Integers, we just know are whole numbers, including 0, like positive and negative numbers that are whole numbers, like -27 is an integer, but -27.5 is not. And then we looked at absolute value. That's just how far things are away from 0. And for me, that's sort of like the quadrant things. That seems easy, but I know that when you're first learning it, it takes a little bit of thinking. The coordinate plane is what is the Cartesian grid we've been working on, and the part that let me see if I can find one on here. The part, well, I'll find one right here because we have it on here on a number line. The origin is where everything starts. It's the 0. And when we're looking at a coordinate plane here, the origin is the 0. I thought that we covered that at the beginning, but yesterday I had a conversation with some kids who didn't understand that. So I'm only going to look at this part really quickly because I think, again, most people got everything except those reflections. So I'm going to do a reflection really quickly here that I hope helps. All right, so I'm just going to make my coordinate plane here. And I don't usually do this. This is the x-axis. I hope you know that. This is the y-axis. Here's the origin, like we just talked about. But if I'm going to make a reflection of, let me make an ordered, oh, I forgot this. Here's 1, here's 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. I don't always do that either, but sometimes I just like to. So if I have a pair like -2, 3. What quadrant is that going to be? Well, the x comes before the y. Remember, x, y, z. So I'm going to come -2 over here and then up 3. So that would be in quadrant 2. Now, the x reflection is going to be over the x line, right? So where is this going to be? It's going to be down here. And this one is going to be, so it's going to be still -2. The x is the same, -2, but now it's going to be -3. So this is the translation over, or the reflection, sorry, I keep saying that, over the x-axis. Okay? And now let me make a reflection over the y-axis. So it's going to go this way. And what's it going to be over here? It's going to be, well, 1, 2, +2. Remember, I don't write a plus when it's positive. Positive 2 and positive 3. So I hope that helps. Oh, one last thing. On the double reflection, I know it's going to be over. Where's I need another color? It's going to be over here. It's going to be, they say reflect over the X, which I just did, and then reflect over the Y. Well, I know that it's exactly the opposite of that, of my original right here that I started with. So I know that that is going to be positive 2, 1, 2, and then down 3, negative 3. So again, I don't think this is very hard. It just takes a little bit of practice because kids kind of freak out, which is fun, you know, to freak out and then you understand something. But the more you practice with us, the better you're going to be. And the last thing I want to show you before we get going is the problems down at the bottom. Oh, let me change this. Sorry. This is how the magic works. Last thing I want to show you is you have, for problems 24 and 26, you have Jamboards, and then problems 28, A and B, and 30, A and B, you have Jamboards, and then same thing, 32 and 34. So I just didn't want that to be confusing. And the first one is the Jamboard. The second one is the overflow. So you got your choice. And please work to the beginning. Like, come to the first available. Don't just go to number 20 because I don't always check back there. So, and that's how I can help you best. Anyway, I hope to see you at the meeting so you can really understand this. Can I submit this? I can. No, I had to enter my name. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the meetings.